this is a story all about how some white people terrorized the black children's birthday party and actually got sentenced to total 35 years in jail for what they did.
Well, actually, don't yelp yet, Brent, because in all honesty, I want to see how much time they actually serve. But I believe we covered this story when it actually happened. There was a black birthday party that was happening, and there was the two stories. Was that these folks came in and they were with the Confederate flags on the trucks, and they were yelling racial slurs, and they got into an altercation with the folks at this party yelling, "What are you doing?" Whereas they say that the folks at the party was throwing rocks at them, and that's why they had to get out and got into this altercation. I mean, clearly, if a rock was thrown, that's why they were yelling about the niggers at this party, right, Dara? I mean, that's what happened. Like, the rock is what set that off, because otherwise these people in their big trucks and Confederate flags or whatever, they would never say such a thing. It was the rock throwing that got the nigger out of it, got him riled up to that point.
Yeah, that's why he said that they were going to kill them.
Yeah.
This is in Georgia. What's important to note is this is only because of the judge that they had. And the specific prosecutor, because
they don't have a hate crime law, right?
Exactly. They don't have a hate crime law. So what they were charged and found guilty of were aggravated assault, terroristic threats, and street gang terrorism, which I know we can't take heart in the lot, but I love to hear people like this be referred to as a street gang and street gang terrorists, because that's what they are. And so often terrorism doesn't count unless you're brown. Jose Ishmael Torres was sentenced to 20 years, and his baby mama, who is Norton, was sentenced to 15. As you mentioned, Elon, she's not going to serve it all. So it looks like she's serving at least 6 for terroristic threats and street gang terrorism. I think the reason that some people are, I wouldn't say dancing in the streets, but like dancing like Dave Chappelle down your Twitter timeline, is because there's video of them in their sentencing crying.
Weeping? You mean that video right there?
This video right here.
Just weeping, just so upset about this. Were they that upset when they were rocking those Confederate flags and yelling nigger and threatening and pulling guns and shit?
Well, they maintain that it somehow didn't happen, even though there is video of it occurring. So I think when the video I saw, at least of Norton, was her saying, "I would never do this. I would never do this. This isn't me." Which, that's the kind of stuff you hear a lot of times when people are big and bad when they're with their friends and all of a sudden they're by themselves.
Or right when they're about to go to jail. That jail moment when you realize you have to do some time. That's a sobering moment, Dara. Sobering moment. All of a sudden, that moment where you thought you were just chilling, you're just being funny. Just having a good time with your friends and being all raised. All of a sudden, you're catching that jail time. Yeah, interesting how that works, Dara. I mean, I don't like to laugh at people's anguish, but at the same time, don't go around terrorizing.
What's going on, folks? This is Elon James White, and thanks for tuning in to Blackness.tv, the official broadcast channel of This Week in Blackness. If you like what you're watching here, please make sure to subscribe on the channel and check out some of our other clips and playlists. And also check in the description so that you can find out how you can actually become a donor to This Week in Blackness. Help us be the media you want to hear and that the media needs to hear.